After exploring the cloud, we will take a look at web application architectures. N-tier, microservices, big compute, big data, event-driven, and web queue worker architectures are among the common architectures used for web systems in the cloud. We will explore each of these architectures with the use cases and characteristics of the workloads that make them appropriate for each architecture, as well as the cloud deployment model suitable for each case. Since we are focused on general purpose web systems in this course, we will explore the two among these models, which are the N-tier and microservices architectures that are most famous for web systems. It is important to note that our web systems could use either or a combination of these architectures and do not have to be a clear-cut usage of one model. We will discuss design principles and guidelines for selection of application architectures. The N-tier architecture is traditionally the most famous architecture for web applications. In this architecture, the responsibilities designed to be met by the system are broken among different logical layers that are then mapped to different physical tiers of deployment. The N-tier architecture could either be a closed architecture or an open N-tier architecture. In an N-tier open architecture, a layer can call any of the layers below it, and therefore communications should be allowed among the different tiers of deployment. In the closed model, each layer can only call the next layer immediately down, and therefore the communication is limited between the adjacent deployed tiers. Microservices architecture has become increasingly popular in the last couple of years. In this model, a service represents a single responsibility, which is independent of the responsibilities of other services. This means that each microservice is an independently deployable and releasable software. Data in this model is private to the service that owns it, and services are usually prohibited from sharing data. Inside each single microservice is like a black box to other microservices, and its services is provided to the other microservices and to the users through standard application interfaces and through API gateway. We will explore microservices architecture, its deployment in the cloud, and its relation to the adoption of serverless cloud.